Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Early Educator. In the previous videos, I have solved 10 questions. That is the series which I have started, that is Maths and Science important question for boards 2021, and I have done 2 lectures and today is the 3rd lecture. Here also we will be solving about 5 to 6 questions. तो आज का हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन वो है इंट्रोडक्शन टू ट्रिग्नोमेट्री और ये भी एक एनसीईआरटी का क्वेश्चन है. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. व्हाट द क्वेश्चन सेज that is in triangle ABC. So let's make a triangle. चलिए हम triangle बनाते हैं. triangle ABC, right angle at B. तो right angle at B मतलब angle B में हमारा 90 डिग्री हो गया. if tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of this and this. okay, तो हमें दे दिया गया कि ये व्हाट किया कि tan A is equal to 1 by root 3. ठीक है, तो tan A दैट इज ये है कोई एक एंगल है tan A या फिर tan थीटा कुछ भी एंगल है. तो 1 बाई रूट 3 कब होता है? तो हमें वो पर्टिकुलर एंगल्स के टेबल से हमें ये पता है कि tan 30 का वैल्यू जो होता है, tan 30 का वैल्यू मतलब जब tan 30 जब ये थीटा का वैल्यू 30 डिग्री होगा तो उस समय हमारा आता है 1 बाई रूट 3 का वैल्यू. ठीक है, तो मतलब tan 30 का बराबर होता है 1 बाई रूट 3. तो यहाँ पे हमें tan A दिया हुआ है मतलब ये एंगल, तो ये एंगल हमारा होगा 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, अब ये 30 है, ये 90 है, तो ये हमारा कितना हो जाएगा? अगर हम ट्रायंगल का एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी यूज़ करें तो ये हमारा 60 डिग्री हो जाएगा, क्योंकि 90 + 30 इज इक्वल टू 120 एंड 120 + 60 इज इक्वल टू 180. और हमें यह बात पता है कि ट्रायंगल के जो इंटीरियर एंगल्स होते हैं उसका सम होता है 180 डिग्री. ठीक है, तो हमें एंगल ए भी पता चल गया, बी तो हमें पता ही था और एंगल सी भी पता चल गया. सो लेट्स गो टू द क्वेश्चन व्हाट दे हैव आस्क्ड. दे हैव आस्क्ड इन द फर्स्ट साइन ए. तो साइन ए क्या होगा? साइन 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, कॉस ए, तो कॉस ए भी क्या है? 30 डिग्री मतलब कॉस 30. और कॉस ए क्या है? मतलब कॉस 30 डिग्री. और साइन सी क्या है? इट इज साइन सी क्या है? साइन 60 डिग्री. आई थिंक आई हैव मेड अ मिस्टेक इन राइटिंग द क्वेश्चन. ओके, here it will be cos C. Sorry, it's my mistake. Here will be cos C. So here also it will be cos C is angle C is equal to 60 degrees. So cos 60 degree. And we know that the value of sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. And cos 60 also the value is 1 by 2 plus. And we know the value of cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. And the value of sin 60 is also root 3 by 2. So when we multiply 2 into 2, we get 1 by 4 plus root 3 into root 3, that is 3 by 4. And when we add them up, we get 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, that is 4 by 4. And the answer is 1. When we simplify it, we get 1. So this is the answer for this. Okay, let's go to the next part. Today I'll be solving the sums a little bit faster, because so that we can cover more question. I think I will be able to cover only 5 to 6 question only, because I make short videos, not long. So next is cos A. That cos A is again cos 60 degree. Cos C is also cos A and cos A. Okay, so cos A is equal to what? 30 degree, and cos C is cos 60 degree. Okay, and next is, sorry, it's minus, then sin A. Sin A is sin 30 degree into sin C, that is sin 60 degree. Okay, so the value of cos 30 degree is what? Root 3 by 2, and the value of cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. Okay, minus the value of sin 30 degree is what? 1 by 2, and the value of sin 60 degree is root 3 by 2. When we multiply them, we get root 3 by 4 minus against the same thing, we get root 3 by 4. So both of them get cancelled and the answer is 0. Okay, I hope you would have understood this question. So let's go to the next question. तो ये हमारा आज का दूसरा क्वेश्चन है. लेट्स रीड अ क्वेश्चन. तो चलिए क्वेश्चन को पढ़ते हैं. एंड दिस क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम applications of trigonometry, that is height and distance. The question is, a 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Find the distance he walked towards the building. So this question I'll be just solving. I'll be not writing the statement because it's just waste of time. I hope you all can write the statement because you are English medium students. So I hope you can write the statements. So let's imagine this is the 30-meter tall building. Okay, this is the 30-meter tall building. Okay, here we have given here it's given the height of the boy, that is something about what, 1.5 meter. Okay, 1.5 meter is the height of the that boy standing. Okay, so if the boy is 1.5 meter, then this distance becomes 28.5, because when we subtract 1.5 from 30 we get 28.5. okay, and in the next line the question says that when he's here, he makes an angle from his eyes, that is 30 degree, but when he moves towards the building, the angle increases from 30 to 60 degree. Okay, and the question is asking when the boy moved from here to here, how much distance he covered. Okay, so let's give the name to the sides. Let's give this A, this to be B, then C, this D, this E, and this F. Okay, we need to find DF. Okay, so our AB is given what? AB is given 30 meter, but we don't need this. We need what? AE. So what is AE? A is what? 30 minus 1.5. How much? 28.5. Because 28.5 plus 1.5, that is 1.5, 29, 30. We are getting 30. Okay, and we got this. So we can take this triangle AEF, AEF. Before I proceed this question, I would like to say that when we solve this type of question generally come for 3 or 5 marks, and these questions are very important. If you do this chapter, then I think one question will definitely come from 5 marks or 3 marks from this chapter. So pay attention to this question, because this question is very important. So when we see triangle AEF, okay, we are taking this triangle, and here angle F, that is AEF, is 60 degree. Angle AFE is equal to 60 degree, and we know AE, that is 28.5 meter. So can't we find this this length? So which property, which trigonometric ratio shall we use? Here perpendicular is given and we need to find the base, so we will definitely use tan 60 degree. Tan 60 degree is equal to what? AE, that is 28.5 meter, and base we don't know, let it to be x. So we know the value of tan 60 degree, that is √3. okay, that is 28.5 by x. okay, so x is equal to what? 28.5 by √3, and when we rationalize it we get something like this. So x is equal to what? 28.5 √3 by 3. Can it be cancelled out? Yes, 8 plus 2 is 15, matlab 3 9 is 27.5. That is x is equal to 9.5 √3 meter. This is the value of x, that is at this distance we have got, that is 9.5. okay, until and unless the value of √3 is not given in the question paper, no need to change it into simple form. okay, let it be in the roots. So our ultimate aim is to find this DF. So now let's write the value of x here, that is 9.5 into √3 meter. okay, I am erasing this because my board is small. So now we will take this big triangle, that is triangle AED. Again the same thing we will use, that is tan 30 degree, because our perpendicular is given and we need to find the base. But before I write, one thing we should write, that DE is equal to what? DF plus 9.5 into root 3. This thing we should write. Okay, so let's solve. That is tan 30 degree. Tan 30 degree is equal to what? A, that is 28.5 I think, and that is D, that is df. Let's write this as x. It would be easier to find for us, or let it be df only. All right, x plus 9.5 into root 3. The value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3, we all know. Okay, so 28.5 by x plus 9.5 into root 3. So when we multiply, we get simple x plus 9.5 into root 3 is equal to 28.5 root 3. So x, when this 9.5 into root 3 comes this side, it become minus sign, its sign changes. So 28.5 into root 3 minus 9.5 into root 3. Since both have root 3, so we can add or subtract this. So root 3 will be same as it is. 5.5 is equal to 0. Okay, and 28 minus 9 is 9, then 19. Okay, so the value of x is 19 root 3. So the value of D, that is the question has asked, that is a distance he walked towards the building, that is df is equal to what? 19 into root 3 meter. So this is the final answer. I hope you all have understood this question. So let's proceed to the next question. So our next question is from the chapter construction. I know this question should not be done because I don't have compass and all, but this question needs to be explained, and I think I can explain this question because this question is very important. This type of question may come in our examination for 3 marks or even 5 marks. I don't think so. In 5 marks it may come if they give to write the steps of construction. So let's don't waste all this time in this talk. Let's see. Draw a circle of radius 6 cm. Okay, they have told to draw a circle of radius 6 cm. So we took the scale, we measured this to be 6 cm. We draw the circle. Please pardon my drawing skill because I am very bad at drawing. Okay, this is what, let it set to be A, this B, and this entire is 6 cm. And they have told that from a point centimeter away from its center, that is from the center, they are taking a point outside the circle, that is 10 cm. That is up till here it's 6, so we take another 4 cm to be here, somewhere here. Okay, now they have told that construct a pair of tangents to the circle and measure their length. So we directly cannot draw a tangent like this and measure their length. No, we cannot. So what we have to do is that we took the measurement from the center 10 cm. Now we have to bisect this 10 cm. So we took the compass, we bisect it, and we got something like this. I'm just trying to explain this question, so please don't laugh, just learn. Okay, we got something here. I think this line will not come here because it's 6 cm. It will come somewhere inside the circle. So it will come somewhere like this. Okay, so we bisected the line OB, that is the 10 cm. So we put the compass over here. Okay, compass pointer, and we draw a circle from this like this, passing through the center, and we draw a circle like this. Now the question is done. We just need to put the scale, put one end of the scale here, and see where the two circles are intersecting. It's intersecting here, and we just join these two lines, and from this line. Okay, and let's give them a name P and Q. So PB, that is PB and BQ are my required tangents which they have asked. Now we can simply put the scale and measure their lengths. Okay, I hope this question is very easy, and this types of question only come in the board examination. I know there are some very important question from this construction chapter, right? That is from our NCERT book. Those questions are also important. I'll be trying to do those question. Now I'm trying to take one question from each chapter so that I can touch every chapter. Okay, so let's go to the next question. That is the question number 4. So this is our next question, and this question is from area related to circles. This question is easy, but if you don't have a basic concept of class 9, then I think this question may be tough for many students. So let's see what is the question. Find the area of a shaded region. We need to find the area of this shaded region in the given figure, where PQ, that is PQ, is equal to 24 centimeter and PR is equal to 7 centimeter, and O is the center of the circle. Okay, so in the figure we can see that this line QR is passing through the center O. Okay, so can we say that this is a diameter, because it's starting from one end of the circle and is ending to the another end of the circle, and is also passing through the center. Okay, yes, so we get the clue that this is the diameter of the circle. Okay, and we know that one theorem, that the angle subtended by a by the angle subtended by a diameter is always 90 degree. That means when the ends of the diameter makes any angle, whether it be here, wherever they make an angle of 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree, we can say. I hope you would have understood this theorem, and this theorem was there in class 9. Okay, so can we say that triangle QPR is a right angle triangle? Yes, because angle P is equal to 90 degree, is a right angle triangle, because angle P is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so we got this, and in the question they have given the value of PQ and PR. So can we find the value of QR? Yes, of course, because it's a right angle triangle, and QR is the hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras theorem we can write that QR, the square of QR, is equal to, we are directly putting the values, that is 24 square plus 7 square, and we know the value of 20, that is 2 to the 4 to the 16, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, that is 675, that is 576 is the square of 24, and 7 7 49, we know this. Okay, when we add them we get 9 plus 6, that is 15, 7 plus 4 11, 11 plus 1, that is 12, 5 1 6. Okay, we got Q square is equal to 625. So what is the value of QR? QR we know 625 is the square of 25, so QR is equal to 25 centimeter. Okay, we got the value of QR. Okay, and we can also get the radius. We know what is radius. Radius is half of diameter, that is d by 2, that is 25 by 2 centimeter. Okay, so we got the radius of the circle, and we need to find this shaded area. Okay, so here one thing we can use, that if we find out the area of this semicircle, that is QRP, and we subtract the area of this triangle, then can we get the area of the shaded portion? Yes, of course. So let's find. We got the radius, how much? 25 by 2 centimeter. Okay, so let's do it. That is area of semicircle minus area of triangle QPR. So what is the formula to find the area of a semicircle? That is half into pi r square. Okay, and this is right angle triangle, so we can take this as this QP as a height and RP as a base. So half into base is what? PR into height, half into base into height PQ. Okay, so half into pi, we know the value pi 22 by 7, and the square of radius, that is 25 by 2 into 25 by 2 minus half what is PR? PR is how much they have given? 7 centimeter, and PQ, 24 centimeter. So when we calculate them to 11, and nothing is cancelling out, so 11 into 25 and 25, that is 6, 25, 7 to the 14, 14 to the 28, minus 7, it goes by 12 times. Okay, so 12 7 is 84. Okay, now we need to subtract this. Before I would like to multiply this. 11 5 is 55, 11 2 22, 22 और 5 27 के साथ मतलब 2, 11 6 के 66, 66 प्लस 2 is 68 by 28 minus 84 by 1. Okay, so we took LCM. This remains as it is, 6875. Now we need to multiply 28 into 84. So 28 into 84, how much? 8 31 के 2 मतलब 3 4 8 8 3 11 8 4 4 6 8 8 16 16 16 6 22 2 5 3 2. So we got 2 3 5 2. Now we subtract how much? 5 में 3, 5 में 2 के 3, 7 में से 3 के तो 4, ठीक है, एंड 8 में 3 के तो बच्चा 5 और 4 28. We can leave the answer like this, that is centimeter square. This is the answer. I hope you have understood this question. The question that only makes this a little bit tough, that is how we got this angle as 90 degree. So let's go to the next question. I'm just sorry, I just did a small mistake, that is 7 minus 5 is 2, not 4. I'm sorry. So this is the answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. So this is the 5th question of today's lecture 3, and this may be the last question. Okay, and this question is from surface area and volume. The question is, two cubes each of volume 64 meter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the cuboid. So they have given two cubes. Let's draw a cube. Let's suppose this to be a cube. Okay, one cube, and this is the another cube. Okay, they both have a volume of what? 64 meter cube. Okay, so they have given the volume of the cube. So can't we find their side? We know that volume of cube is equal to what? Side cube of side. It is side cube. Okay, so what is the volume? 64, and side we don't know. Let it to be a cube. So A is equal to what? Cube root of 64. So A is what? 4 for 16, 16 4 16 4 is 64. So 4 centimeter is it? 4 meter is the side of the cube. Okay, so we got the side of the cube, and they have told that both the cubes have joined. That is like this. They have joined the cube. Okay, they have joined both the cube, and it has formed something like a cuboid. Okay, its length increased, the not the height, just the length increased, and the breadth remained the same. So it became a cuboid, and they have told to find the area of the cuboid. See, they have given in the question also that it has formed a cuboid. So we need to find the surface area of the cuboid. We need to find the total surface area of the cuboid. So we know that what? Total surface area of the resultant cuboid. Okay, we know the formula, that is 2 into length into breadth, breadth into height, plus height into length. I told that breadth remained the same. How much? 4 centimeter, since it was a cube, and we got the side as 4 centimeter. So breadth remained the same, height also remained the same. The thing that changed was only the length. It became 8 meter because when when two cubes of 4 meter are joined, they form a cuboid making a length of 8 meter. Okay, so now we simply will put the values. What is the length? 8 into breadth. What is breadth? 4 plus breadth is what? 4. Height is also 4. Okay, height is 4 but length is height is 4 and length is 8. Now we simply multiply 8 4s are with 32, 4 4s are 16 and 8 4s are 32. Now we add them 2 into, that is 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6, it is 10, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 1 8, and 82 is 160 meter square. Okay, so this was a simple question. Everyone must be thinking that why am I doing only easy question? Because first we need to solve the easy question so that our confidence gets boosted, so that we can solve the tough question, and when our confidence is high we can solve any question. So first we are solving the easy questions which are important. If I could make more videos if I get time, because now my boards are also coming. I also need to prepare, but I'll be trying to put on the videos, and I'm doing the easy question first because so that your confidence gets boosted and you may get mentally prepared so that you can solve the tougher questions. Okay, so this is for today. I hope you are learning. Okay, and I think these questions will help you to understand something. So तब तक के लिए पढ़ते रहें, सीखते रहें और सिखाते रहें. Thank you.